Hey guys, it's Jared Harper. I'm answering questions from the fans. The first question is, hi Jared, what are your top 5 favorite influences that got you into the movie making business? Ooh, that's a juicy one. I have to say, my very first one, everybody gives me slack about this because it's such a boy movie, but Lord of the Rings. I mean, the Peter Jackson trilogy for me was just left such an impression. I mean, I was a teen. It's such a scope of a film. Characters, the fantasy. I mean, the CGI still holds up today, you know, and they also shot a lot of things practically and in camera. I mean, they had a whole field of like orcs and extras for these big battle scenes. I've watched the behind the scenes on that so much. It just is such a movie that I wish I was a part of. They're all in New Zealand. They're just a band of like misfits, you know, all the actors and hobbits or whatever. They're just like going to surf on their days off, and then they go and they shoot a cool scene on a mountainside when they get on a helicopter all the way up there. It just seemed like such a dream, and that's something that kind of got me into filmmaking because I was like, man, I want to be such a part of something like that. It's just something bigger than you, and that's what filmmaking is. It takes a village. That's like a saying that everybody says.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
gets the people going.
And it's true because it's bigger than one person. As big as Peter Jackson is or Viggo Mortensen, bigger than them. They're just building something, and Lord of the Rings is a great example because it's something that stood the test of time.
It's been 84 years.
It's been 30 plus years and that movie is still revered. They're still doing the scores and showing these movies outdoors like every year for a rightful reason. So I would say that is my first influence. My second influence would have to be, I would have to say Matrix 1. For some of the same reasons. It was so revolutionary as a film, the CGI on it, the stop motion that they were doing, the story itself. I mean, you're questioning reality, questioning humanity, like what's real, what's not real, the choices we make, the aesthetic of the Matrix hadn't been seen before, except for in anime. The look of it, the cyberpunk, you know, wardrobe, you had never seen that really in film. And I mean, the character of Morpheus was so freaking cool, the agent, like so much of that stands out. And the making of that was so cool too. I wanted to enter the movie making industry too, so I could create something so profound. Like everybody loved that and it just blew everybody's mind.
I get it.
And my third influence for what got me into acting, into filmmaking, I have to say, A Dark Knight.
And here we go.
I mean, everybody went to go see A Dark Knight, you thought, for Batman. Everybody left that theater doing the voice and doing the laugh of Heath Ledger's Joker because it left such an impression.
And I thought my jokes were bad.
Like it was, as me as an actor, I was like, holy crap, like that's something that can be done. Like a performance on screen hadn't been done like that with such reckless abandonment, and you couldn't take your eyes off him when he was on the screen.
I'll settle for his loved ones.
So after that first meeting, it was very clear to me that it was going to be an incredibly exciting road to go down.
You know, you remind me of my father. I hated my father.
I had never watched a movie where he was just such a magnet, like performance-wise, and that kind of was before acting school for me. And then I feel like all of us, any men watching that as actors, we just wanted to be that. We wanted to have that part, in our repertoire as well as actors. And I would say that that movie, Christopher Nolan's movie, and obviously Heath Ledger's performance was, yeah, I would say definitely the third influence for me. The fourth influence on what made me be an actor and a filmmaker, I would say Entourage, the series.
Thank you, God. Victory!
I'm not ashamed to say it because something with Entourage, it just peeled back the curtain of what it takes to make movies and to get series picked up.
I want you to send me into every person in this town who's willing to meet me. I don't care if it wastes my time. I will charm the fuck out of every last one of them. Filmmakers, studio execs, all of them. I will change the perception.
I like the fire.
You know, dealing with agents, dealing with producers, you gotta go take meetings with investors and you gotta sell your script or you gotta sell yourself to be in this role. Like, it just seemed like something that you could achieve just by hustling.
You get in there and you hustle, baby, hustle.
It took away the mystique of Hollywood. For me, before Entourage, it all just seemed like you gotta meet the right person and you gotta walk down the right street and some agents gotta pluck you up out of the abyss and then you're just a movie star. That's what the mystique of Hollywood kind of was before Entourage for me. Like, Entourage just put it out in front of you and was like, there's agents, there's producers, and there's actors, and everybody's just trying to collaborate, backstab, you know, sell themselves. So it really just kind of made it real for me. I feel like it just kind of grounded what Hollywood and the movie making industry is. So that was my fourth influence for sure. My fifth and final influence for me becoming an actor and a filmmaker is the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper. It's a good film, but I'm not saying it's like it was the film exactly.
Months after I'd started NZT, I was brokering the biggest merger in corporate history.
Ironically, it's going to be crude. Crude is going to be where we're going to hit them.
Which yields a prospective profit of 200%. That makes both of us very happy campers.
I was watching that movie, I was in my senior year of college, and I was still on the fence. I was in business school, like, oh, do I do business, you know, coming out of college? Like, I don't really know what I want to do. Kind of in that weird on the fence moment for me. And I'm watching that movie Limitless, and Bradley Cooper is of course crushing it. And I was just looking up at him just like, damn, he's the man. And the girlfriend I had at the time, she was very artistic, more than anybody I had ever had in my life to that point. And she just looks at me, she's just like double taking, like, you know, you could be exactly that, if not better. I was like, what? Bradley Cooper is the man. Like, what are you talking about? She was like, Jared, you can do exactly what he's doing. There's nothing stopping you. And it just took somebody that had that confidence in me that really just started pushing me in that direction. And she ended up pushing me in that direction so much that I graduated business school, and then I went to acting school in New York City, the William Esper Studio. And it kind of just went from there. But yeah, and I just have so much kudos to give to her and to that moment and us watching friggin' Limitless with Bradley Cooper. Like, that had a big impact on me as well during that time. So I would say those are my 5 influences of what got me into acting and filmmaking.